Patty. Hi, Bhadresh. It's lovely to see everyone kind of trickling in.
Hopefully.
I cannot edit the meeting now that it started. So
okay, I think they usually would just come up, the
yeah,
invites.
and I can admit them if you have to keep doing something else. Otherwise, you take it from here, and I will turn my screen off. So let me know.
Okay, because I know I know a few people who have not joined yet, but I guess so. For the Patty and Rajesh, who's here, we have Belinda joining us from Mount Shasta, I believe, if you're still there. Co-founder,
Yes.
yeah, co-founder of this 10-acre sanctuary, Hestia Magic, and also founder of Gratitude Blooming, around self-inquiry, nature, and art. And so I think it's going to be like a fun, interactive session with everybody. So I think I saw.
Yeah, welcome everyone. For those of you that are here that are trickling in, feel free to write in the chat where you're coming from and what inspired you to join this particular session today so we could get to know each other.
Oh. Hi, Brandy.
Welcome, Brandy. We're just introducing ourselves in the chat, where we're coming from and what inspired us to join this session.
Oh, I think my friend is joining from New York. Hi, Ting Ting.
Hey.
We're just about to start.
While everyone's being shy, I want to say what brought me here. Maybe just community. That's the word that comes to mind right now. You know, I think we've been holding a space over the last 2.5 days, and it's amazing the community that's come together. So community is the word that comes to me.
Thank you, Purvi. And where are you based physically right now?
San Mateo, California.
Oh, lovely.
We have someone joining us from London. And they are saying, I really don't know what to expect from the session. Intrigued to learn more.
I know. I think I gave the 3 keywords of art, self-inquiry, and nature, and people were like, what? Like, oh, my friend's visiting from Malaysia.
Lovely.
So just to give another intro to Belinda, she's calling in from this 10-acre sanctuary in Mount Shasta that's all about like a retreat center, right?
Yeah.
And I was reading that you did Teach for America and you did the Fulbright program in China. So yeah, I'm gonna talk to you more later. But
Jade, I'm going to stop my video and I'm going to go mute for a couple minutes. I need water.
Take a rest, Kirby. Ting Ting and Patty, feel free to jump in. Patty, I saw you unmuting, so feel free to share what brings you here.
I just wanted to echo what Purvi has said in regards to community. I have had such a wonderful time listening to everybody, seeing everybody's story. And it's just, I tell you, the most invigorating thing that has happened in 2020. So that's super exciting. So I can't wait to see, we're going to see your sanctuary today. Is that correct?
Well, today we're going to be doing a nature experience indoors with Gratitude Blooming. But I can show you the Mount Shasta area after a little bit at the end, so you can see the town.
That sounds excellent. Yes, it would be great to see the outdoors. So
And where are
anyway,
you calling from, Patty?
from San Mateo. So
Oh,
I'm
beautiful.
really close to where Purvi is. So great, great, great to see you. And I can't wait to hear your presentation.
Oh, thanks. It'll be
Right.
fun and interactive.
Oh, good. Okay, bye-bye.
And
Hi,
Crystal or
hi,
Ting Ting?
Linda.
Hi.
Sorry, it's Mona. I come up
Hi,
as Badr.
Mona.
Oh,
Uh, well, I am joining you guys from London. I'm actually Purvi's sister. And I'm the one who said, I'm truly intrigued. I really want to know more. I'm intrigued by what the session is going to be about, but I also want to add to what Patty said. I think the last few days have been absolutely incredible. And I've literally just been in a previous session, which was so enlightening. So yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever you serve us with. Thank you.
Oh, welcome. I love the family connection. And welcome, Ashley and Murgesh. Yeah, we're just introducing ourselves, and Kiran, just introducing ourselves, where we're calling from and what brings us to this session today.
Belinda, sorry, just want to add that my lovely brother has just joined. Rugesh is my brother and Puri's brother.
And welcome, Smita. Such beautiful people here today. Yeah, just feel free to chat or speak into the Zoom space.
Hello. I had my session yesterday. Today I'm freely enjoying all the other sessions. It's really been a wonderful forum. This whole summit has been just amazing. So kudos to the Kids&Art team.
Oh, welcome, Smita.
Hi, this is Kiran. I'm one of the board members at Kids&Art. And yeah, these sessions have been really great. The team has done a great job.
Oh, thank you for joining. Where are you calling from?
I'm from Santa Clara.
Very nice. Does anyone else want to share? Few folks trickling in. You can chat over just where you're calling from and what brings you to this particular session. We've got some people in the chat from
Ashley
Houston,
from Houston. Yeah.
and Malaysia. Beautiful. Jade, do you think more folks will be trickling in, or should we start to do a little introduction?
I think we can start. And we can do like a more groups style, as you're saying.
Okay, wonderful. And I just saw Mara chatting in from San Mateo. Love the theme of nature as an avid gardener. Great. Well, I'm gonna kick us off then. I'm so grateful to all of you for choosing to be here today, and to Jade and Purvi for this excellent organization that's, you know, using art for healing. We need this more than ever right now. So just thank you for holding this beautiful virtual space that feels very, very sacred and very connective. So I am Belinda Liu, and I am the founder of a retreat center in Mount Shasta, California, as Jade mentioned. And that space is really a sacred space to have people come and take refuge, to really come home to themselves during this time where there's so much uncertainty and unknown. It's, you know, nature is such a healing place for us to just get recentered in ourselves. And, you know, for those of you who are not familiar with Mount Shasta, it's a very grounding mountain. It's a very magical mountain. A lot of people come here to meditate and just draw from the energy of the mountain. And I feel very honored to be able to live here as well as in the Bay Area and kind of split my time. And the work that I'm really excited to share with you all today is Gratitude Blooming, which is very much connected to the work that I do at Mount Shasta, but in a more kind of virtual way. And really the focus of Gratitude Blooming is how can we, as Jade said, bring art and self-inquiry and nature together in ways that really connect us with ourselves and also connect us with each other. And right now in particular, we have this challenge of, how do we create intimacy and connection through these little black screens that we're in, and how do we still feel human together in a meaningful way? So today I'm going to give you all a lived experience around how we can do that online and also modify this experience for also in person. This practice that I'm going to share with you is something that you can do for yourself, for your own grounding and your own meditation, and as well as something you could do with family or with friends or with the people that you work with. So I'm just curious, how many of you are people that do a lot of caregiving or community building in your work? If you could just, if you're on the video, you could raise your hand, or if you're in the chat, just I'd love to hear, how many of you are community builders in your work in different ways. Because this is really going to be something that you can take to the context of your work. So I'm just looking at the chat here. We have a few other folks that joined too, so warm welcome to you all that are coming in. So Gratitude Blooming is a collection of 39 themes, and I'm going to just show you the card deck. I actually collaborated with an artist in San Francisco who sketched the plants in her garden every single day for 100 days. And her name is Arlene Kim Suda, and she's a dear friend of mine. And when I saw the artwork, I was just in awe of the beauty, and more so, I was in awe of the wisdom that emerged from each sketch that she made of the plants. And in her case, literally, she was drawing one plant, and then she would get a word. And it would be words like vulnerability, beautiful sadness, joy and presence. So it's like what it became was this full spectrum of life that nature was teaching her. And when I saw the artwork, I was like, we have to create something that shares this art with the world in a way that's very interactive and experiential, because it really felt like it wanted to be a tool for connection and healing. So I'm excited to introduce this collection of cards with you today and really have a personal experience with it. So the first thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to have Jade. She's kind of my Vanna White for today on Zoom. So thank you, Jade, for that. For those of you that used to watch Wheel of Fortune, it's kind of a dated example. This is a screen of the digital version of the card deck that we created just for these times where we have to do so many Zoom calls. So I'm going to spontaneously pick a card, and this is going to be the card that guides our meditation this afternoon, to kind of get us all together in this Zoom space. So Jade, I'm feeling like that one feels like the right card for the group. Okay, so this is number 5 of the 39 themes, and this is wildflower. And when the artist Arlene was sketching this, she got the word trust from the wildflower. And this theme says, trust that all shall be well. Can you allow space for resolutions to emerge even in difficult situations? So I can imagine for all of us, we can relate to challenges around this time of 2020. There's so much uncertainty. So yeah, if you have anything that resonates with you about that theme, feel free to chat it in, like what Smita's doing right now. It's like, how does that relate to what you're coming into this space feeling? I feel like we're all being, in many ways, asked to trust. ourselves and trust in what's going on, even if things feel really challenging right now. So in that spirit of trust, I'm going to take us on an experience of just turning inward to in a more meditative space as we kind of gather together. Some folks are still like trickling in. So I'm going to lead us through a grounding meditation that's really inspired by this theme of trust. And then we will actually have our own space to do our own card pulling together. And you'll have an opportunity to kind of share in smaller groups around your experience with a particular card theme that you received today. So I'm going to start with our collective theme of trust, and then we'll have some small group time to really play with the cards ourselves and be able to share our wisdom together in this space. So what I want you all to do is I want you to get a little bit more comfortable. So just take a moment to just notice how you're sitting or standing right now. And we're on different time zones. So some of you, it's later in the day, earlier in the day. For me, I'm on California time, so it's middle of the day. So just take a minute to just be aware of your physical body right now. And we're going to take a couple deep breaths together. And with the inhale, just imagine yourself breathing in new energy, new light, more trust. And as you exhale, just release whatever tension in your body, whatever it is, that a feeling that you don't want to hold on to anymore. Just imagine that releasing with the exhale. So we're going to take a couple minutes right now to just breathe deeply and just physically get more comfortable, just a little bit more comfortable in our space. So let's inhale at our own pace. And then exhale deeply. Taking the time to just slow down just a little bit and acknowledge this present moment with your breath. As you inhale, give yourself a little bit more life, more light, more trust. As you exhale, let everything go, whatever wants to be released. Do a couple more cycles of breath at your own pace, at your own time. Just notice how your body's feeling in this moment of being present with yourself. And at this next cycle of breath, I want you to take one hand and place it somewhere in your body that you want to connect with more deeply today. So for me, I'm feeling a little tightness in my heart. I just want to give it a little bit more love and attention today. So I'm going to put my hand here. So just put your hand wherever feels comfortable for you. And breathe into that place. Inhaling more trust, releasing any tension that we no longer want to hold on to. And from this place of connection with yourself, ask yourself, what is it that I need right now to feel more trust? How can I trust even more? Just breathe into that question without necessarily even needing an answer right now. And for this next round of breath, imagine yourself wild and free like the wildflower, playing, dancing in the fields, blowing to the wind. If it helps, you can even sway back and forth just to be more free and loose in your body, to make room for trust. And we'll just take a couple more breaths to just play with that feeling of being that wildflower in the meadow. Bringing in gentleness, peace, and more trust. And in this last round of breath for this meditation, send gratitude to yourself for showing up here today, and for taking this moment to play with trust. And taking as much time as you need to slowly transition from this connection to yourself to the connection of this place on Zoom, the sacred space of this conference with everyone here. Taking as much time as you need to come back to this space. And when you feel ready, take a moment to share in the chat what came up for you in this practice of playing with trust and connecting with yourself and the wildflower. How did that feel? And for those of you that want to share with your voice, you can also speak by unmuting and just sharing what's coming up for you too. So I'm seeing comments around gaining clarity, feeling warmth and calmness, enjoying the connection with the body. So for those of you that have to leave a little early, you're welcome to continue to play with the cards at your own time. Jade will be sending the link as well. Oh, go ahead, whoever wants to share.
I was just saying that I will send the link. And I was agreeing with everything that people were saying.
Yeah, I think I have the paper deck somewhere of these cards. They're beautiful. But I look forward to the link, Jade.
Yeah. So Patty was saying trusting in self and freeing to be imagining oneself as a wildflower moving in the wind. Lauren was saying how nice, how soothing it is just to take a moment to pause and be mindful and still. So right now, feel free to continue to kind of be in that place with yourself. And what we're going to move into is Jade is going to, actually, I'm going to chat the link over. I just realized, well, Jade, you have the link actually. Jade is going to chat over the link. And this is a tool that you can keep using for the rest of the month. This is part of our summer digital subscription. And right now I want each of you to take a moment to pick a card for yourself today, and just take a minute to see what message from nature wants to come through for you today. And you're going to have a minute to contemplate the theme that you receive from the cards, and you can keep clicking online on the page until you find the card that really resonates. So don't feel like you can only pick.
Belinda, you got muted somehow.
Oh, whoops. Was I talking for a while just now, muted?
It was just the last few seconds, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, everyone will have a chance to get a card of for them and online, and then Jade will do a breakout room for smaller groups to kind of talk about what theme came up for you and what that means to you. Since this session is really around connection, so connection to self, connection to each other. So yeah, we'll just chat over that link, and you'll be able to pick a card for yourself in just a minute.
And then we can do groups of 2.
Yeah, I think we'll do groups of 2, and this is really a format that you can use also in your own work. So we're kind of experiencing it together, and then we'll be able to share it in whatever ways, and we'll have some time to discuss as well, you know, your work and what you're needing around caregiving and connection. So we're just, you know, doing a shared practice first to really experience it for ourselves.
Should I break them out right now?
Yeah, well, first let's give everyone the link.
Yeah, it should be in the chat.
Does everyone see the link in the chat? I'm somehow missing it.
Oh.
Let me see.
I don't see the link yet.
Oh, whoops. Oh my goodness. I've been sharing links to people in the waiting room. Are you able to see that now?
Yes, perfect.
Okay. Oh, wow. I've been sending the whole time.
So does everyone see the link now? And basically what we'll do is we will break you up into small groups, and you'll have a minute to pick a card and then share, you know, what is coming up for you around this. And the password is joy, lowercase joy. So welcome, Alex. Glad you could join us. We're getting ready to do a small breakouts with the gratitude cards to connect with ourselves and each other.
6.
So Jade will broadcast the link as well again if folks need it.
Again, okay. Yes. Here you go. And password is joy.
So if you could just copy and paste that onto your browser and use the link. The password is joy, and we'll just have a chance to do small breakouts with that.
I would do that right now. No.
And if you have a question, feel free to stay in the main room too. So we'll just make sure everyone has a question, has their questions answered.
Hello?
Hi, Alex. Were you not added to a room? You should
No,
be.
I kind of just jumped in. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. There's do you have to head out?
Oh, yes.
Okay, no worries, no worries.
Jade, I was actually in my own room, so I'm wondering if we should stay together in this whole group. It might be less confusing.
Okay, yeah, I see some are like one not joined and one joined.
So why don't we stay? We can stay in the whole group as well too. That's helpful. So we're just introducing a gratitude digital tool that people can use for connecting with themselves and each other. So yeah, why don't we just stay together? It might be a little too complicated. So is everyone able to access the link that Jade sent out with the password? I've chatted in right now again. So basically you'll be able to use this link to connect with the tool and receive your own reflection prompt, and just take a moment to connect with it and see what how it's relevant for you at this time, and then we'll be able to share about it live in the space. So I just re-chatted it. So take a moment to click on the link.
Everyone's back.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
no, thank you for joining. Yeah.
Enjoy. I think I will too.
Well, that's something new. So that with breakouts, it took a moment to bring everybody back. But if anyone wants to just share, maybe they can just share which card they've picked.
Yeah, I got self-care.
Ooh,
that's really relevant. Yeah,
it's very relevant.
Yeah.
And what comes up for you around that, Smita?
Oh my God, yeah. You know, the fact that yeah, it can get really busy with the various activities and things that I am busy with. So yeah, I have to remind myself. And so this was a reminder. It was a good reminder that I need to,
First, yeah, yourself. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Fill your own cup before you
Yeah.
fill others.
totally. Yep.
And I love the flower in that card, the peony. It's such a beautiful flower.
Crystal, I know you're tuning in from far. Would you be open to sharing which card you picked?
The card I had was reverence, and it was asking about like what are some things that make you kind of like stand in awe. And I was like, oh, because it's kind of connected to this session. Like I really miss being in nature and being outdoors, and just being in awe with like what is created in this world, kind of thing.
Yeah, love it.
And what's the flower that it goes with that word?
I think it was sunflower.
Beautiful. Does anyone else want to share the card that they picked?
I would like to. Hi, it's
Yeah,
Mona.
totally. Yeah, go ahead.
I got simplify, and I think that card suits me to a T because I don't simplify my life at all. And the question it asked is, well, if you had to choose, what would you keep? And I thought that was very deep because to think about it, yeah, probably the biggest thing that I would like to keep is just love my family and that kind of thing. And literally just simplify and protect what I have.
Beautiful. That's such a good reminder. This is such a great time for that reminder.
Yes, you have to simplify. You got the right card.
What did you get, Murgesh?
I didn't try it because I didn't want to open up. I said, man, she will kill me if I don't, something comes up.
Oh.
You have no idea about my sisters.
Oh,
it's funny. I just quickly picked one. It was agave for discovery. And because I get the chance to actually go to a lot of the sessions and talk to you guys before and things, I think I get a unique perspective of all the different angles and discovering like the little things that connect everything. Like Smita, who she opened one of the days, like, and now she's here with you, and like the connection there, and how the meditations could overlap. And
yeah, I'm so excited to connect with Belinda because she is in Mount Shasta area, which is like, oh my God, yeah, it's like a portal of energy, and for energy workers and for healers, and it's like Mecca. So, I would love to connect with you, Belinda.
yeah. And I think I might need to take everyone on a tour to Mount Shasta outside because I think there's been some interest. So I will do that. We'll make sure to have some time to walk over to Mount Shasta so everyone can connect with this beautiful mountain.
Would love that.
Yeah.
I see Neil here. Neil, we just put a link in the chat if you want to visit, and you can pick a card. And we're just going over. Oh. Oh, I think was it Murgesh was saying something?
Yeah, I got grape wine. Can you believe that?
Grape?
Yeah,
Grapevine 33. Can you read the prompt?
Yeah, it says, what can happen when you dare to step outside your comfort zone? Can you be grateful for those opportunities to grow? Man, this is coming out as if it's just happening to me.
I know you were just saying like you didn't want to say anything because of your sisters, but then you.
it's something that's almost on the verge of happening, and this thing just came up. And of course, I would be absolutely grateful if that thing happens. That is unbelievable. I've got some great opportunities whenever I have stepped outside my comfort zone and learned a lot out of that. Life lessons come out that you could never otherwise imagine.
Mhm.
Well, I appreciate you stepping out of your comfort zone to pick a card and share it out loud.
Can you believe that? It's just a miracle, you know.
Oh, I think Patty was able to pick a card.
What does Patty say? Patty, do you want to share?
So my biggest challenge is technology. So I took
Oh.
the card. And I'm here. Let me see. Now I have to switch.
So Belinda, you have the in-person card deck, right?
36 sweet peas.
36.
Ooh, sweet pea.
Sweet pea. Did I choose right?
That's a wild card. So it's basically whatever you want it to be. That we have two cards that don't have a particular word because they're just whatever you want them to be. So what would be your word for today?
Wait. When I read sweet pea, it was different. Can I read it to you?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Now I just lost it. It was, I'm sorry, thank you, everybody. I'm not seeing it again. But sweet pea was kind of trusting in your own wisdom and gratitude for that. Yeah. So there's been a lot of thought for me, and that was that whole thing about trust also earlier in our meditation. In the beginning. Is I'll be speaking on Saturday, and with that, I want to trust my wisdom that I have something as significant to share as all these wonderful speakers lately. So I'm excited, but I'm also a little trepidatious. So thanks, meditation of trusting.
Well, Patty, I think you do. So I think, yeah, I'm looking forward to your session.
Thank you.
I love that. Trusting in your own wisdom. That's beautiful.
That's a big one.
Mm-hmm. What about Neil, Lauren, or Mara? Do you feel free to share in the chat or out loud?
I can share. I picked the card that it's called Friendship. It's number 32. And I've just been thinking about that a lot lately, not only in the wake of COVID, but just trying to figure out how to meet new people and how to form long-lasting friendships and relationships. And I think that it was just funny to get this card because of what's happening right now. And I think with everything turning to more virtual landscape, it's a bit harder to connect with people, but I'm finding time to do that. And it's nice to have phone calls still and to FaceTime people, to get on Zoom and meet socially distance and things like that. But I think this was a good card.
Yeah, it's been top of mind thought.
Definitely.
Thank you for sharing.
I think one of our artists just joined, Rachel.
Yes,
I know we are closing soon, but yeah, we have
does
some
anyone
time.
else want to share or in the chat or or out loud? We have a link to the digital card deck for Gratitude Blooming, the cards from nature, the word of wisdom, and we're just practicing connecting around these themes. And I feel like one thing that's emerging is just how we're not alone in the feelings and the questions that we have about our life. It feels like everyone's cards are all kind of interconnected in different ways.
Yeah, and I feel like there's so many avenues that we could use these cards, right? Especially now it's online, so it's easy to share and yeah.
Yeah, and the intention was really to give a way for us to, see how we could use Zoom in a different way for ourselves, for our own work. So I'm curious if you see in just this this practice, ways that it applies to you in your life or in your work. You know, gratitude and nature therapy, there's just so much healing and research that's being done around just the way that it helps us calm our nervous systems, the way that it even helps us sleep, and even boost our immunity. The Greater Good Science Center in Berkeley has done some amazing research on gratitude, and it's just such a simple, fast way to just get a sense of well-being, which is one of the reasons why we decided to focus specifically on gratitude, and pairing it with the artwork was that, you know, just it's a really accessible approach. So yeah, I would love to give a couple minutes for anyone to share just, you know, either the card that you're pulling or just a little bit more reflective just around this type of experience. Like, how does it apply to your life or your work? And I know this, the focus of this session is really on around caregiving and connection, and caregiving kind of being even a broader way, like Lauren was talking about friendship. So we're all caregivers in our life and in our relationships, whether or not we do it professionally or not. So yeah, just curious to hear, you know, how this applies to you, this experience.
Oh, that was a comment sent to me.
Yeah, and welcome Lisa, just joining us. If you want to pick a card from nature, welcome to do that as a gratitude practice. And Lisa, we will have Jade here. Actually, I'll chat it over as well. Yeah. You got it? So yeah, you could take a minute to pick a card. And I know some folks were interested in taking a view of Mount Shasta. So I'm gonna actually walk you over there. We can't talk about nature without actually experiencing it. So I'm gonna mute, I'm gonna get out of video for just a minute so I don't distract folks walking down the stairs, but I'm gonna show you the sacred mountain of Mount Shasta for those of you that are wanting a little nature therapy right now. It's a really beautiful day today. So I'm gonna get off video to show you. I'll be right back. But in the meantime, I'd love to hear from the rest of you if you haven't shared yet. You know, what comes up for you, either from your card or, you know, how can this be relevant to your family or your work? Love to hear that. I'll be back in 1 minute with the view of the mountain.
I'll also share the link to our next session. It'll be on music therapy at UCSF. So go, oops.
And Jade, will you share my email with folks, belinda@gratitudeblooming.com. So if anyone wants to reach.
Sounds good. Yeah, especially for those that join a little later. I will. Mara, were you able to pick a card? Oh, sorry, I was on mute. I was calling Amara, but Lisa, were you able to access the link? Oh. So Lisa got the same card as Lauren. I forget what type of flower it was.
Nasturtium.
Uh-huh.
They grow all over the Bay Area and also in Shasta too. They grow in like vines. They're
Do you have the
beautiful.
California poppy as one of the cards?
Yeah, remembrance is the
Oh.
poppy. All right, I'm getting close to a view, everyone. Give me one sec. As we...
Oh, there you go. Your email.
This is a real treat, like sitting right here. We're transported to Mount Shasta.
Yeah, okay, is everyone ready to see Mount Shasta? The root
Yes.
chakra.
I just put your email in the chat, so if anyone, you might get emails, Belinda.
Yeah, please email me. I'd love to hear what comes up for you and continue to play with the card themes.
Yeah, because I know we have like educators as well. So yeah, thinking like with even as a caregiver, as a way to connect with your friends and family, but also, yeah, in the schools and things, yeah.
Yeah, we found that it's a really accessible way to connect people, to share about feelings.
Mm-hmm.
So we've actually done this with college students, with teachers, and folks in the healthcare world. And it's a kind of gives a nice language around feelings and what's coming up. Each theme is kind of represents a virtue in some ways. So yeah, this is the mountain.
Rajesh says, beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. Patty says that feels like she's being on vacation.
Yeah, if you all ever want to come visit, I'd be happy to host you at our retreat center.
Yeah, Hestia, I'll find the link as well.
Oh yeah, Hestia Magic.
I would love information on the retreat center.
Yes, come on over. It's such a nice time. We finally got some blue sky.
Yes,
it's no longer smoky.
Gorgeous.
I love that we have people in London who can be in Shasta with us.
Malaysia, yeah.
Malaysia, Bay Area.
I'm tuning in from Hawaii.
Oh, Hawaii, beautiful. Yeah, so she's a little bit hidden today, but you can, I mean, it's just magnificent. This is the ski.
It's interesting, right? When we think of Mount Shasta, we think of feminine energy.
Uh-huh. How does it feel to you to see her?
Beautiful.
Yeah, this is a beautiful meadow in the middle of town. This little town, and like little things growing down here. I love this is like become like a forest therapy walk here. Gratitude Blooming meets forest therapy.
Oh, lovely. Oh, I just put the link to the retreat center. It's hestiamagic.com.
Yeah. So I would love to stay in touch with you all. If there's any way that I could support you in your own well-being and, you know, connecting more meaningfully as family or as a community, we're always looking for partnerships, and we're so grateful to Jade and Purvi for, you know, being such great partners with us. And
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah. And I hope that one thing you take away is just that, you know, peace and trust and connection, like you can receive that anytime. Just give yourself that moment to really, you know, be still and connect with it, and it's there. And if you want community right now, like Lauren was talking about friendship, we have free online practice circle every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. that we do on Zoom, and we basically do a similar practice, and it's really beautiful to see the collective themes that come up, because then you just realize, you know, how we're all interconnected in this web of life, and we just each have different pieces of the puzzle. So
Mhm.
just grateful to you all for growth and friendship and healing and self-care and just all of the different themes that came up today that feel like messages for all of us.
Hi everyone, my name is Cheyenne Kazi, and my family and I first became involved with Kids&Art when my sister Ira was diagnosed with cancer. Throughout the course of her treatment, we attended a variety of workshops, our favorite one being the Pixar workshops, and truly all of these were a huge source of support and comfort for us in some very, very dark times. For that reason, when Ira passed away in 2011, we actually continued to participate in these workshops now as a bereaved family. Since then, I myself have become a survivor, and now more than ever, I can really say just how important and relevant and needed these conversations are, and their impact is truly lifelong. So if you found this session valuable like I did, please share. Please consider donating, or even better, please consider becoming a sustaining donor. Every little bit helps families like mine. Thank you.